Welcome to the Side Character Era podcast. Join us for the weekly update and analysis of the chosen musical topic of the week. Don't forget to message us with any questions, queries, or challenges. Now, please welcome your hosts, Alicia, Lauren, and Naomi, as they bring you the Side Character Era.
Hello and welcome back to Side Character Era. I am Alicia.
I am Lauren.
I am Naomi.
This week we are also going to be talking about one of our favourite musicals, which we all love, which is
Legally Blonde.
Ooh, yes, we're looking at Legally Blonde, the musical, and it's so exciting to, we'll be so excited to talk about that. Anyway, just to start off, how have you guys been? Has there been anything chaotic, anything harmonious in your week? How have you been?
Fantastic. Yes.
Any specific moments?
No, I'm actually quite disappointed in myself this week. I've only exercised twice, so it's been a hard hitting week. It's not been great.
I took Tuesday off work and spent the day with my nephew.
I saw you posted about that. That's cute.
Yeah, no, it was lovely. We went to the forest and just messed around. And then I'm taking my niece out for the day tomorrow, so quite a good week for me.
Yeah.
Where are you going?
We're going to do crazy golf to
cute.
Exeter Museum.
Love a good game of
Alicia?
crazy golf. Well, as I talked a little bit about last week, I did have a bit of a crazy time, a chaotic time this week when it came to filming. As I kind of spoke a little bit about last week, that my boss had said that I had to do some filming with the local TV crew, and he'd made it sound as though I was just going to be like going around like a professional kind of person. Turns out it was like a full-on acting gig, you know, and I was not prepared. So then it was like 11 p.m. the night before. The director of like the little movie thing we're recording is saying like, oh, by the way, tomorrow you're going to be saying these lines, this is the script, and this is what you also have to prepare a Chinese folk song to teach to people, and you also have to prepare all these different sets of clothes. And I was just like, I'm sorry, what? Like, I full on like just was super stressed, and I like actually cried a little bit because I was like, this not what? And it was an interesting day. So basically it was doing like a promotional video for Shuang Liu, and I had to act as this like visitor, whatever. And okay, acting just in English, okay, sure, fine. I'm sure that's easy enough. But acting in Chinese maybe would have been okay. But this was acting and saying a specific dialect from where I live in China. And I don't know this dialect, like, even though I've lived here for 8 years, like, the dialect, like, so obviously you've got Mandarin, which is, like, the main Chinese, and then, like, this specific dialect. Oh, it's hard. I was there, just like, what is this? But, like, the day wasn't, like, it was just a very long day. Like, I got to school at 9 a.m, and then we started recording when the reporters arrived, and then I didn't get home until 9:30 that night, you know, and they just released the footage, like the advertisement thing, and I'm like, oh my gosh, we did so many different takes. There was like takes of me, like we went to so many different places. We went to this museum, I was dressed up in handful, I had costume changes like every single time, and there's so many different takes that like he took, like, okay, walk here, do this, do that, blah blah blah, that obviously didn't make the cut. And I'm just kind of like even locations, we had a location like when we're in a hotel like lobby checking in and stuff like that, and even that didn't make the cut. And I'm like, why did we waste our time? I mean, I get it, you need to have lots of you know, footage and stuff, but I was just like, this just seems like, you know, for like a whole 12 hours, and then it came down to like 4 minutes, you know, like 12 hours out of my day to make a 4-minute video.
Love that.
But yeah, so that was one of my crazy things, and I'm a little bit bummed today, I want to say, because after this podcast I was going to be going off to do my football tournament, but I just woke up to the news that my football tournament has been postponed because although it's not raining today, this whole week it's been raining, and so like they've said that it's too slippy and they want everyone to be safe. So I'm just like, I don't know, because I don't know when it's next going to be. I don't know if our team's even going to be able to take part. Like, you know, we were going to have a visiting team from a different city, so it's like the whole kind of tournament for at least the women's side is going to be a bit, you know.
Yeah.
But
You've been training quite hard for it as well, so like,
yeah,
that is pretty cutting. Well,
training. I mean, I've been turning up.
you told us you've been training.
Yeah, I've been training. Like, I've been practicing. I've been going with my team. It's just, you know, like when you've got your team set, then you hope that all of your team members can make it the next time.
Yeah.
I don't know if they postpone it to next week, then that'll be like a lot of people can't do it because it's a different team's members' wedding, and so all of that team would be out. Like a lot of other members from different teams would be going to the wedding. So yeah. Hope it's not postponed till then, but we'll see. So yeah, this week we're going to be looking at Legally Blonde, and we're also going to be having a Would You Rather this week. So we've got some exciting things to talk about.
So Legally Blonde was written in 2007, the musical, obviously. It was obviously based on the 2001 movie with Reese Witherspoon, and a novel that was written the same year. So the musical, which we're talking about, was written by Lawrence O'Keefe and Nell Benjamin, who are married, which I thought was a really cute little tidbit. And they've been married since 2001, so they've been married for years by the time they wrote this. Lawrence O'Keefe has writing credit on Heathers as well. He wrote a lot of the script for it. And Nell Benjamin wrote a lot of the lyrics for Mean Girls musical. So they both have done quite a lot. And then together they've also written loads of music for film, TV and concerts, which I thought was quite exciting. So it first ran in San Francisco as like a little pre-showing before it went to Broadway. And yeah, it ran there for a couple of years and then came to the UK in, I think it was 2012.
So obviously when it was on 2007 on Broadway, it was starring Laura Bell Bundy, and it also had the Legally Blonde, the musical, The Search for Elle Woods, which was the MTV like TV series, which was hosted by Hayley Duff.
You can watch that on YouTube.
Yes, and you can see the video of which is how I watched it. The Legally Blonde the musical is on YouTube, and it's just amazing. Yeah, so it was nominated for 7 Tony Awards that year when it opened to Broadway, but it didn't actually win any of them, and ended up closing in 2008 because although it had like 595 performances as well as 30 previews, it didn't actually recoup any of its investments, so it didn't make money at all. Then it had like a national tour till basically there's 2 tours, one which started in 2008, one which started in 2010, and then it came to the West End, and in the West End it came to the Savoy Theatre, and it was starring the wonderful Sheridan Smith. And this was the first West End show to ever offer a ticket lottery, which obviously I think now we have lots of them for, like, you know, for Hamilton and things like that. I've entered a few for Hamilton, but I never got it. And yeah, so it's had a good run in the West End. It ended up winning 3 Laurence Olivier Awards while it was in the West End, for Best New Musical, Best Actress in a Musical for Sheridan Smith, and Best Performance of a Supporting Role in a Musical, which was won by Jill Halfpenny, who was playing Paulette. But yeah, so then after 974 performances, it closed in April 2012, and there's been a bunch of tours and performances and international productions. Like, there's a whole heap of countries that it's been to. Even in Australia, it won 5 awards, Helpman Awards, including Best Musical. It's been translated into a few different languages, and yeah, so I think it's it's done really well, hey. Even like
Yeah,
the most latest
I mean-
one was the French one. It was in 2024, so it's still popular, you know.
Yeah, I mean, originally when it opened in Paris in 2012, it closed after 3 weeks because it was not very good, apparently. It had poor spectatorship, so they literally closed it after 3 weeks, which really surprises me.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Do you think maybe then that would be the language difference? Because the one that was running from like, was it 2023, 2024, was in the French language. They translated it into French language. So maybe that had a big
I think
impact.
it was in French, but yeah, 100%. There was
thinking
something up.
maybe it wouldn't have like the same rings to the songs if it was in a different language,
No.
like the music and stuff.
Mm.
And also,
But
there's
then-
cultural differences there that might not be as, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Relatable.
But at least like if it's in their language, then they're more likely to be able to resonate it. Like if we were just suddenly to go watch, I don't know, say like an Italian opera, like we can understand it like in terms of the emotion, but maybe like it would be less of an impact unless we actually understood what they were saying, you know.
Oh yeah, I if I didn't understand the language, I would struggle to sit through a musical if it, do you know what I mean? That's not me being, it's just English, so I understand what's going on.
Yeah.
I'm not ignorant.
I know you're not ignorant. All right. So, do you guys have any favorite songs or favorite scenes from Legally Blonde?
All of it. Just the whole thing.
All of it.
Well,
There's a couple of songs I like. I like So Much Better whenever I'm like doing musical karaoke. That's always one that I'll whack out. Great song. Legally Blonde. That song, beautiful. Really like that. I like Sheridan Smith's cover of that. And then there was another one. Oh, Chip on My Shoulder. Great song. They're my favourite ones.
I'd agree. Like, I love Legally Blonde. Like, that whole scene. I just, like, it just makes me so emotional. Just, like, ugh. Like, it's a, I don't know, like, just, like, I'll listen to it and just be like, when none of my dreams are coming true.
yeah, and it's that bit
It's
where
one of
they're,
those
like,
songs.
each side of the door as well.
Yes.
During Legally Blonde. And, yeah, it's just, oh, love it.
That bit. It's so good. And, yeah, like, the chip on my shoulder, there's this bit where he just goes, ooh, the room just got colder. Like, I just love it when he sings that line. Like, it just, I don't know, it just really makes me giggle every time.
I love watching Whipped Into Shape because honestly the fitness level to do that routine and to sing it, and it's a great song anyway, but oh my god, every time I watch it I'm just like, how are you breathing?
For real. Like, every time it's just like, and they just don't stop, and you know, and she's just like singing the whole time while jumping up and down, like skipping ropes and all of this kind of jazz. Like, it's absolutely insane. Like, that's a role that I would just never want. But yeah,
the whole soundtrack is like a comfort show for me. I whack it on when I'm struggling to do. Oh, I swore then. Are we allowed to swear in this pod?
we can just
I'm
do
gonna
that.
put a meow over that.
Yes,
go.
thank you. I lost my train of thought now because I panicked. Yeah, no, I'll just shove it on and it belt it out, and my poor neighbours have probably heard me sing the show 100 million times.
I've got lots of things to say, but it's about the differences of the movie and the musical. But we're talking about the musical, aren't we? In the musical, I've noticed in the actual musical itself, Emmett is he pushes Elle towards like becoming the better person, like educating herself and like doing all this stuff, and there's like a massive romance factor. There's not really that much element of that in the actual movie itself. Elle does it on her own.
Much more subtle.
Yeah.
She comes to these conclusions like by herself. Like when she's she goes to that house party, doesn't she? And then she's like, I'm gonna prove to you, blah blah blah. And like Emmett's there, but he doesn't he's not the one who's like pushing her into it. He's just kind of watching her fly.
Doing it alone.
I think it helps because obviously, I suppose in the movie, Emmett doesn't really grow that much as a character as he does within the musical. So having that connection that they have in the musical, you can see his character change in terms of his confidence and believing in himself and not needing to be Callahan's little lackey kind of thing.
But even from the first scene when Emmett and Elle meet in the movie, it's more there's a connection spark there when they're sat on the bench and she's out there upset, whereas in the actual musical itself, it's kind of like, can someone show her where to go? They're all like, no, and they walk off and then he has to show her, but there's no, do you know what I mean? It's not like you would ever think something's going to happen from that.
Yeah, it's like a slow burn.
Yeah, very slow burn.
I don't know, I love a slow burn in a story, so...
So what do we think of the staging? At least from what... Obviously I've seen the YouTube one from the West End, from the Broadway show. What...
Is that the MTV Pro Show?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think?
That's the only one I've seen as well. Yeah.
I've seen it I've seen the actual thing, but 10 years ago, and I can barely remember what I had for breakfast yesterday, so that's good. The first scene, the "Oh My God, You Guys" song, that pink house with the windows. It's just it's a lot.
But that's the point. It's meant to be, isn't it?
Yeah.
It is, but it is a lot though.
I think
I love it, but it's a lot.
That's the thing. This show in itself is a lot. It is so much, and it's just meant to be. It's fun. It's over the top, and I do think that is shown in the staging. As you said, the beginning bit is a lot. It's just letting you know what you're about to be getting into straight away if you don't know it. I feel like.
Yeah.
I also I love that bit in the stage performance where it's I can't remember if they're taking the house off or something, but there's someone who's getting ready or something, and she goes dives down the pole and then comes out fully dressed.
Yeah, it's when they're on the way to go find Elle at the mall, and she comes out, she's like, "Don't forget me," and she's in her robe and a face mask, and it's so clever. It's obviously two different people, but it is clever.
But it looks great. It looks so clever, just the way it's done, because you can't tell really, you're oh, she's there and now she's there and she's fully dressed. What? I always love that.
So I was gonna say, did they do that in the stage show, Amy?
What were you talking about? Sorry. I mean, I don't remember that. But it could have probably happened.
Okay, so what kind of themes do you think they have in this musical?
Well, obviously it's a really strong sense of girlhood, isn't there? Womanhood, girls stick together. Even Elle says at the beginning when she gets chucked out of Callahan's house, "Why did you do that? Girls don't do that to girls." And then at the end you see the whole change in Vivian where she's girls support girls. So womanhood is definitely a huge theme in it.
You also see it in the scene with the professor when he's trying to make a pass on Elle, and then Warner's like, "Oh, that's what you've got to do to get far," and then Vivian's like,
"Shut up."
I can see exactly what's happening here.
Yeah, and definitely you've got the belief in yourself. Other people may not believe in you, so you've got to have that belief in yourself to get through.
That self-discovery kind of thing. Let's say obviously stereotypes as well is a huge one. Being blonde myself, obviously I'm a bit ginger now because I've dyed my hair, but I'm naturally blonde. I have been my whole life, and I have definitely felt the effects of people stereotyping you as a blonde. So I like fully identify with like that whole thing of I'm not just a ditzy blonde. I do have a brain in it. I am my own person, like with my own thoughts and feelings.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Yeah, I think
Yeah, I get it, because like I'm brunette, so men just automatically think I'm really clever.
Then you open your mouth. No, I'm joking.
yeah.
It is bizarre though that people that have blonde hair actually do feel like they get I've got, there's a moth in here, get like stereotyped just because their hair is blonde. Where did that even come from? Blondes aren't clever. Who came up with that?
I don't know whether it is just like the whole kind of like, you know, Barbie kind of effect. I don't know, like previously, or because I remember someone, I'm not gonna say who because I might be embarrassed if I put this on there, but like when they dyed their hair blonde, they would all of a sudden have loads of guys hitting on them, you know, and it was just like, it was, yeah, a little bit crazy. Yeah. So then they went back to brunette again, but like it was just that kind of like, I don't know whether it's like objectifying, like what, I don't know whether that's something you've ever felt like Lauren as a blonde, like, but that can happen. But I don't know. I mean, like, 'cause when I was little, I always wanted to be blonde, you know. When I had like my Cindy doll, like I was like, I want to be blonde. I want to have blonde hair. But I guess it's all those challenges that go along with that as well.
I always wanted brown hair. Like, my mum will tell you that I was always adamant that I wanted brown hair. But I think it's because, again, from a child, I'd heard that dumb blonde thing, and I didn't want people to think that I was dumb. And I think that was why I hated my hair so much as a child and teenager growing up. That people just assumed and they make blonde jokes and like that sort of thing, and it would really upset me.
And yeah, like it definitely, like, even just recently there's actually been, I don't know if you've seen it, there's been this kind of resurgence online about even people who are, you know, have got ginger hair and how people like talk badly to them. And I wonder why it is that we have this innate nature to see something like, oh, that's different from me, oh, that's like, you know, and just like start to be mean. Like,
so I actually have a theory.
Like,
yeah, I actually have a theory on the whole ginger thing. So obviously Homo sapiens before us were the Neanderthals. Apparently, obviously Neanderthals are still around today, like 2% heritage or whatever in people. Typically it's in gingers or people who are ginger. So part of me, like, my theory is, I feel like the reason people have this like weird aversion to ginger people is because of that whole Homo sapien, like that whole genetic primal thing of well, they're them and it's us. I don't feel like I've explained that very well, but that is my theory.
Yeah, I mean, it could have even started that. I heard like in the 1600s or something, like that the red hair was kind of associated with hell and like the devil, and be like, oh, you know, flames of hell and that kind of stuff. So there was that. But then also if you look into how society was back in like the 1800s, it was like people, at least in England, didn't really like look down upon people who are from Ireland. And obviously a lot of Irish people, I'm not saying that's just stereotypical, but you know, like red hair is quite common, more common in Irish people, and so like I think also even that could have had like an effect on it.
Yeah, definitely.
So yeah, but all we can learn is that we should not be judging by appearances at all. Like,
self-love and love of everybody else.
So, musical versus movie. What do you think the musical did better? And is there any movie moments that you missed?
I'll tell you what I think the movie did better. It wasn't a question, but I'll tell you. I think the opening scene of the movie, Perfect Day, that song, and how that opening scene happens over Oh My God You Guys, because that's so full force there, whereas it eases you into it in the movie. And I loved the intro of it. I think the movie did that. Obviously there's only so much you could do as a musical, as in like movies can have the upper hand with things like that anyway, but I liked the movie's introduction to the whole.
I do think maybe actually like one of the reasons for that might be also, obviously with the movie you can do lots of close-up shots and you kind of know exactly what's going on, whereas like musical theatre you sometimes have to be like, this is what's going on, like, you know, so everyone can get on the same page. But apparently actually that song almost didn't make the cut, like it almost wasn't even added.
Such a good song. I mean, I find it hard to say what it didn't do better, because like, as I said, it's already like one of my comfort musicals, but the movie is one of my favourite films. It has been since I was a kid. Like, I have really fond memories of it anyway, like, because we drive up across country every other weekend to see my stepmom and step siblings. So me and my sister would always be sat in the back with our blankets and snacks and DVD player, and we would watch Legally Blonde every single time. So literally every other week, twice a week, there and back. So I've really fond memories from that, and it makes me think of my sister. And as I said, I do feel like I identify with Elle a little bit, because like the whole underestimating thing, like I've always been underestimated my whole life. Like I've underestimated myself, other people have. So yeah, both the movie and musical are just, I think they're perfect as they are, personally.
I don't. The Elle's two close friends in the movie, Margot and Serena, I think they're also in the musical, but I feel like their characters in the musical could have been a bit more predominant and have a bit more, instead of being part of the group chorus, because they're so funny in the movie and they get swallowed up in the musical. There could have been more there, I think. In my opinion.
No, I do agree. I do think they got swallowed up a bit more, but again, as Alyssa said, like, you have more time for that character development in the movies, whereas you don't necessarily with the musical theatre, because it is like a whole this. I do love them as the Greek chorus in the musical, though.
I was even thinking,
I
like,
get it. I just feel like, no, you can carry on.
I was just saying, like, you know, like, even just the interactions with like the classmates in the movie, I can't really quite remember what the interactions are like in the musical. Like, you know, like when in the movie is it David, like, you know, he's like struggling to, like, and it's very subtle in the movie. It's like, you know, he helps her get a book down because he's taller than her, and then
she helps him
like,
get a date,
struggling to get a date, so I can't remember if that actually makes an appearance in the musical, but like that was such a lovely kind of undertone, like see how she's like, it's not just, you know, her relationship with Emmett and her relationship with Vivian and Warner, it's like also her relationships with the others as well.
Yeah, I do think they missed that in the musical. I feel like sorry.
Oh no, I was just going to say what you were saying there. Yeah, they are kind of swallowed up and minimalised.
Yeah, like.
But there's so much going on anyway. There's not enough time, because the musical's already 2 hours. Do you know what I mean? If you get any more in there, you're going to be in there for 4. So
I suppose Enid is the only like classmate that really does transfer to the musical, because she does do quite a lot in it. Although, speaking of Enid, I do love Scene of the Crime in the musical, which obviously you don't get in the movie because it's just so ridiculous, where they're like, we're going back to the bathroom. She got a perm, she's getting in the shower. Do love that. It is just ridiculous, and I don't think that would have worked in the movie. Like, it's perfect the way they did it in the film.
Yeah. No, I like that.
Because as well, actually, in the musical, when it is that scene, kind of, she gets to the perm bit kind of straight away, but she always seems confident in what she's doing, whereas in the movie, she's like really stumbling to get to the point. before she actually figures something out to say. So even the characters themselves are very different, the Elle characters anyway, from musical to movie.
Do you know what? This is a little bit like random, but I also, as I was doing the research, I also found out that all the lead roles, like, you know, like the female lead roles, like, you know, Paulette, Elle, Vivian, the Brooke, those ones are all mezzo sopranos.
Yeah.
Which then is like off cast by the Greek chorus. Those are all sopranos, and then I think like Hunter and Emmett, those are both tenors. So it's almost like you're then like they're both in the same like vocal range. So then you want to like compare them.
Yeah.
You know, like you know, they're kind of fighting for Elle or whatever. And then you've got Professor Callahan, who has the baritone voice, which is obviously more like deeper and more mysterious and more kind of like, I don't know, creepy. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he's meant to come across as a bit more, when he sings, what is it, Blood in the Water. Yeah. Like, that's meant to come across as very like
ominous, yeah,
murky. Yeah. Yeah. So I liked like just even musically like how they are. Yeah, you got like, the similarities with the main people, almost just to show like how they can be like good friends, you know. That
I did notice the lack of alto parts for within it though.
There is that.
I mean, we'd all be fine because we're all sopranos, but
made, like... I'm a mezzo soprano.
I'm a mezzo soprano these days.
Yeah, me too.
Like,
I'm
officially, I've gone from soprano to mezzo soprano now.
Whenever they were at the theatre group and they were like, right, you're a soprano name, I'm like, no, I'm a mezzo soprano. Do not put me up there.
Okay, if you could recast or have like your dream cast, what would you have?
Dreamcast.
Or if you could even have like a celebrity cast, what kind of cast would you have?
I honestly don't know, because obviously this is actually something me and someone were talking about the other day, and we were talking about the fact it's touring next year and wondering who may be, which I honestly can't think of anyone that I would like specifically want it to be. Obviously, if Laura Bell Bundy came over and did it, I would be there front row. Like, she's just so amazing as Elle. And obviously, I don't actually know how to say his name. Christian Boyle, that's it. I don't know why I thought there was an R in there. He is obviously really good as Emmett. Like, when you listen to the London version with Sheridan Smith, it is amazing, and like Sheridan Smith is incredible, but I genuinely prefer the original Broadway cast. Like, I just think they embody what the show is so much.
Anything from you, Naomi?
Do you know what no. I don't ever know. When you come up with questions like who would you cast, who else, I'm like, whatever Rupert just said, that's what I'm going with.
No, it was Luna.
Well, that was not Rupert.
Oh, sorry. I don't know, we'll go with what you said last week. Let's just have Dove Cameron be in Elle Woods. Why
To be
not?
fair, I think she would actually be quite good Elle Woods.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I had a bit of a think about it this week, and I was thinking like, yeah, you know, Dove Cameron, I was like, you know, I just mentioned her last week, but she would, like, I reckon she'd be a great Elle Woods. But also, obviously she's now like a kick-ass like CEO and everything, but Bridget Mendler, like,
Oh yes.
I think
Forgot
she'd be
about
awesome.
her.
Yeah.
On like a kind of, and a different kind of vibe. I mean, I was even kind of thinking like, you know, Sabrina Carpenter, like, it's she would. You're both like.
I really
But,
like Sabrina Carpenter.
Just like that kind of.
I do really like Sabrina Carpenter. I
me
don't know
too.
about.
I like her songs.
Yeah, I was. It was just kind of like a. It was just kind of got like the look, like she's, you know, she's very cutesy, but I don't know. It was just kind of like it went through my head like, as maybe, but like yeah.
It wouldn't
Like,
surprise
Dove and
me if
Bridget
they
were my
did
first
it.
two.
Do you know what though? this is totally outlandish because she's not an actress at all. Just a thought that comes to my head. Perry Edwards. No, on my own. Okay, next question.
No, I can see it. I was just trying
I
to...
just can't quite imagine her singing the songs.
Or I don't feel like she could drop her accent either.
We don't know.
She's such a strong...
She's...
I was thinking vocally.
She is good though.
I feel like she could powerhouse Ireland. Like, yeah, like even for Paula, like even I was thinking like someone like Carrie Hope Fletcher, if they're singing Ireland,
Yeah.
like, I think that would be like, I think her voice suits that. Or Lucy Jones, like, I just
Lucy Jones is Elle Woods.
Eh?
Lucy Jones is Elle Woods.
Oh, I was thinking of her as like Paulette because I imagined her singing Ireland, but she could do Elle Woods. I'm sure she could.
Oh yeah, she's so talented.
And for like Brooke Wyndham, I was thinking like someone who's like, you know, very sporty, and I immediately started to think of like the Pussycat Dolls, and there was, do you remember Ashley Roberts? Like she did like a lot of kind of shows.
Yeah, I saw her in.
Like, I was thinking like maybe she could do that.
I saw her in Waitress. She was really good.
Ashley Roberts.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Obviously, we'll talk about Waitress another time, but.
Yeah, so that was kind of my kind of thinking, and I was even thinking like Professor Callahan, maybe like, I don't know, someone like, this is a very big name, but like someone like Ray Fiennes or something.
Yeah. I have no idea who that is. Yes.
The guy who played Voldemort.
Oh, Ralph Fiennes.
Oh, okay.
Did I say it? Oh, I said it wrong. I called him Ray Fiennes.
I don't know how to pronounce it. I'm not very good at pronouncing names, so I probably said it wrong. I can write it.
Oh, Dr. Callahan.
It's like, because his names are Ralph, which immediately I'd say Ralph, you know, but.
Has anyone seen?
And then his second name was.
Oh, carry on.
I'll just quickly finish. Fiennes.
Yeah.
You know the Nativity. This is on topic, but you know Nativity, the Christmas film, and there's that teacher, not Mr. Poppy, the other one, and I forget what he's called, but he's sad because his wife's gone away, and then they're not together anymore. And he's got the dog. Do you know the guy I'm on about?
I don't know the Nativity film that much.
Oh, I don't really.
Oh, I can't remember what he's called, and I'd have to Google it. But he would make a good Dr. Callahan. Hang on, I'll Google it quickly. Keep talking.
So I said keep talking, we both went.
Yeah. I don't know, I couldn't really think of a good Vivian. Like, I was
Martin Freeman.
Oh, Martin Freeman. So if you said The Hobbit, we both would have been like, Bilbo.
Bold of you to assume I watched that.
Yeah, no, yeah, I'm sure he could do, like, but I feel like Martin Freeman is, like, too nice. Do you know what I mean? Like, he's always
Have you
such
seen him
a
in
nice
Nativity?
character.
He's really nasty to Mr. Poppy.
Yeah, I suppose he is quite nice in a lot of stuff. I love Martin Freeman, though. He's great in everything, so I can see it.
Yeah.
Like, if it was to be me.
Yeah.
Fair. Okay.
Did you have anyone for Emmett?
Emmett, I don't know, like maybe like someone like Darren Criss or something, or
I think Darren Criss would work well as Warner.
Okay, yeah, I see that.
I think for Emmett, like, obviously he would be good looking, but I think he'd be not so traditionally good looking, if that makes sense. Because he's like that boy next door kind of look, isn't he? Whereas Warner's the obvious, look at me, everybody wants me. I mean, at the end it says that he quits being a lawyer because he made more money modelling, so he would need that kind of look. Whereas Emma needs to be the more subtle hottie. Am I totally off key there? You've both got so quiet.
No, I agree with you.
No. I was thinking. I was like, because I can't think of anyone. I'm like, who would I cast? I'm like, I can't think of anyone.
No, me either.
Yeah.
I think it's hard, isn't it? Because we all love the movie as well. So we all like. My first thought when you say Elle Woods or Emma is literally Reese Witherspoon and Luke Wilson. But they are just them in my head.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well. All right, so that has been our discussion about Legally Blonde. So we're just going to end on a would you rather. And I've got a would you rather if you guys want to hear it.
Yes, please.
Okay. Would you rather have a standing ovation every night, but you get terrible reviews, in the press, or you get glowing reviews in the press, but you only have half empty audiences?
What I would like to know, Alicia, is if I'm getting standing ovations every night, who's writing these bad reviews?
Someone who really hates you.
Who stood up and clapped, though, when he saw?
Just really annoyed the entire press of the whole place. I would say glowing reviews but half an audience, because well, I suppose it's different for everybody. Like, I'm used to being part of a chorus rather than like a main part, and I love being in the chorus, and I just love doing it for the joy of being on the stage and doing stuff. Like, it doesn't really matter to me if anyone's watching.
Do you know what, though? You know, when we used to do the shows, and at the beginning of the week, it would be like quite quiet until people had started talking about it, and then end of the week it would be like full. It was quite disheartening, though, wasn't it? When you go out and we're like giving it
You
our
can
all.
see like 2 rows of people, you know.
There's like 15 people out there.
I don't know, I never
There's more people
noticed
in the cast
it.
than there is in the audience.
I think I did. Yeah, I think I prefer to have a full standing ovation every night. Like, you just be there like, what a buzz, you know? And having a full theatre. I don't know. I just think that says more to a longevity of a show as well. That it's going to last longer if lots of people are going into it.
I think I'm just thinking more on an emotional level. Like,
but
those reviews will be on the internet forever. That buzz from the standing ovation will last an hour.
No. There is that. Be like, yeah, forever. There's going to be like, oh, this person was rubbish in this.
Yeah. Oh, I don't. I just know that I wouldn't be able to handle a load of bad reviews. There's a couple good ones in there.
No, she said it's only bad reviews.
No.
I'm gonna have to take half the audience then, because I know that my head wouldn't be able to handle it.
Just move to move it to a smaller theatre, then your half audience looks a lot bigger.
Okay. All right, wonderful. So thank you so much for joining us this week, and we hope you will look out for our wheel to see what we are going to be talking about next week. And we are just so...
We just lost Alicia.
I'm so sorry. Someone just tried to ring me, and I'm like, what the heck? I'm recording. All right, thank you so much for watching this week's episode of Side Character Era with our special Legally Blonde episode. We hope that you can join us next week and keep a lookout for our little wheel of choosing musicals.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.